Hello my beautiful friend and welcome back to another daily video. The Metroid Prime 4 drama does not stop. There is even more that is wrong with the game, which for me is incredibly sad because again, I'm not the biggest Metroidvania fan, but I do like the Metroid Prime games because they're a little bit different. And yeah, well, let's immediately dive in. I'm not going to share everything that I'm going to show you today in the description box down below because not only is it a lot, but I trust that you can find your way to the official Nintendo store and Amazon by yourself. The rest I'm going to share. So, amiibos. If you're not aware what amiibos are, these are figurines and they have an NFC tag here in this blue base. You can basically just scan them on your Switch controller or your Joy-Con and unlock specific things in different games. So, the problem here is it costs 20 euros and or your regional equivalent, but it does not say what is unlocked when you buy this one. And it's not the only one for Metroid Prime 4. There is also this one with Viola for 30 euros. And again, nothing here that says what does it do? And again, the same with Silex, the enemy in the game, the main antagonist, 20 euros again, and you can see the pattern. So in combination with all three of them, it's 70 euros. Again, and or your regional equivalent. So when we go to Amazon, again, it's the same thing. They don't tell you what it is. People are just really enjoying the quality, and the quality is good. I mean, it's not 30 euros good, but it's good. I mean, this looks rather bland. I would have at least wanted a little bit of shading here and at least pin shading or something. This is just flat. But yeah, this is maybe me as the miniature painter in here. And you can see here 70 euros. And it's here again the same with these three. So what do these three amiibos do? For that one, we have here this article by IGN, by Brennan Graeber, or Graber, I don't know. In Germany we say Graeber. And yeah, this has been updated today. Metroid Prime 4 has a few unique instances of amiibo functionality where specific Metroid-themed amiibo can scan to gain benefits exclusive to the amiibo. And don't come at me with, but Biri, amiibos did this all along. Yeah, but the benefits you got from them were really marginal most of the time. I would also argue over 90% of them are just, oh yeah, here is a different skin color to a costume that you can have in the game, which is also not great, but it's that. In Breath of the Wild, what was it? Oh yeah, here is a chest with, I don't know, food and maybe a craftable item in there. So again, it wasn't that of an impact, but it was still basically paid DLC. It was basically still a pay to win thing because you get stuff in the game for something physical that you have to buy to enjoy the game for a 100% experience. And just keep that 100% in your mind for now. We will come to that in a moment. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of those. I mean, amiibos are fine as the physical collector thing. I don't care. I sold every single amiibo that I ever owned, which was Every Legend of Zelda amiibo, I sold them on eBay Kleinanzeigen, we say here in Germany, and good riddance. The thing here is, again, it gets worse. We don't need how to scan an amiibo. We have here the following Metroid Prime 4 amiibo give more unique rewards. We have scanning the Metroid Prime 4 Samus Aran amiibo will unlock a shield that immediately restores Samus's energy and blocks 99 points of damage, but can only be scanned once per day. Wow! So you immediately get a health boost, a shield boost, and yeah. As an added bonus, you will also unlock a jukebox function for the Viola bike, which will become available after completing the Volt Forge. When driving through Soul Valley, you'll be able to access different music themes while driving. Scanning the amiibo will unlock the following themes: Viola, Volt Forge, and Xelios theme. In addition, after completing the game, you'll also unlock 2 more themes for the jukebox, taken from the main titles themes of the Metroid games, Metroid Prime 1 and 4. This is utterly ridiculous. And I will tell you why. Because this is just a radio station for your motorcycle. And usually I would just say, yeah, it's bad, but it costs a humongous amount of money, which should be free. And I started my wording wrong. I'm completely sorry here, because that sounded like, oh yeah, I have something positive to say about that in a moment. No, I have absolutely nothing positive to say about this, because not only, let's go to the people who try to defend this. Just imagine you figure this out and you think to yourself, oh crap, I have to buy the amiibo so I can listen to the music. Yeah, well, what happens if all the stores around you are sold out and you have to buy it from the official Nintendo store and you have to wait a couple of days until it arrives? Or it's just sold out and they have to make them, remanufacture them? Then, I don't know, you have to wait weeks, months. I have no idea. This is DLC as a physical item. And this is something that is obviously already in the game. The NFC tags are basically just a code that unlocks something in the game. There is no data on there. There is just one line of code on this NFC tags. That's nothing. The music is already there. They just took it away from you. And if you're not able to buy this because you already spent a lot of money on a brick, and by that I mean the Switch 2, then you've spent a lot of money on the game. Maybe you don't have any more money. And now come the other apologist, but Beardy, it's already in the game. You just have to do something. You know what the something is? You have to 100% the game. You have to scan everything. You have to collect everything. And by that point, I ask you, my dear viewer, why? What is the incentive to play more? Why should I play more? I have everything. I just leave this question with you. What is the incentive to do more after 100%ing it? Just to drive around in empty space? Because we already know that the desert areas, the open world, is bland. There is nothing. Nothing is happening. Nothing is going on. And it just feels like filler. We also have filler maps where you have to walk around, which should not be a thing. Devs nowadays are way too comfortable with, oh yeah, we are not restricted by a game card anymore. Basically, because just remember back in the day where games have to be on a single disc or a game card for the N64 or the Super Nintendo or whatever, they were limited. They had to think of something to put on the disc which is not filler, because filler was bad. And we already have stuff like this back in the day. Which game was it? Resident Evil 5, I think it was, where DLCs were already on the disc of the game. You bought the DLC and the download was just about 300 to 500 kilobytes, which is nothing. It's a picture nowadays. And people were asking themselves, this is not the DLC, what is going on? Until people figured out it's on the disc. They sold us something that's already here. We could have unlocked it if we would have known earlier. But yeah, then we have the Samus and Viola amiibo reward. What does this one do? Will unlock a temporary increase for how quickly the Viola bike's boost tank recharges, which can only be done once per day. Again, and you can see the distance traveled. Oh boy, what a treat, what a treat. Then we also have the Silex amiibo reward. Will unlock lines from Silex that are shown in the menu. As an added bonus, you can use Silex to unlock special extended cutscene that will appear in the gallery once you have beaten the game on any difficulty. However, you can also unlock this cutscene by completing the game with 100% scan and item completion. Again, the same like with the music for the radio station. This is the only unlockable reward that can also be earned by playing the game without using amiibo. Wait, is that true? I thought this is also this one. Wait. Now they're confusing me a little bit. But then this is way worse. Oh no, wait. Where was it? Here. This is way worse. If the music is really just there when you scan the jukebox. This is bad, man. But yeah, what does it sound like? This is here on Reddit. This is something that I'm going to share with you, just like the IGN thread. Just listen to this. Beautiful. Pew, pew, pew. Breathtaking. Beautiful. And yeah, okay. This doesn't change at all. So the thing here is, let's go to the official Nintendo store page again. There is an argument to be made, and I'm fully aware of that people will tell you that people like me argued for the atmosphere of the game. I am fully aware of that, and you are absolutely right. I argued that the NPCs like Miles, and now we know Armstrong, are basically constantly chattering into your ear holes. Well, not that constantly. It totally depends on what you interpret as being handhold in a game, but they're hand-holding you, they're commenting on everything in the game, and this is something that destroys atmosphere for me. But we still have music in the game. Music is something that builds atmosphere. Chattering around can destroy atmosphere. Chattering, incredibly well done, is something very well made in Control by Remedy Interactive. There you have the hiss. And if you don't know, oh wait, let me just go on to YouTube and maybe I can immediately find something for you. Control hiss chant. There it is. Something like this. And this is not even the one that I mean. There is still other stuff where they're just in the background. And this builds atmosphere. Music builds atmosphere. Just look at every Souls game from Software. It's just as simple as that. Those, most of the time, there is nothing. And for a very good reason. But then we have games like Expedition 33, where music builds the atmosphere. Music is a big part for video games, for movies. You have seen movies, and I can bet on that, where you were not aware of that there was music in the background, because you were so in the moment. That is incredible. Most of the time. There is also music that is just so bad that you just turn it off in your brain. And yeah, let's go on. We have this here on the official page, Nintendo Switch 2 version, 70 euros and or your regional equivalent. The regular Switch version, 60 euros. The upgrade pack is 10. And what is this? Switch 2 edition with digital code? What? Doesn't say. Yeah, it's probably basically just this one here. Wait, what? Wait. This messes with my brain right now. They cannot do a third line here, but they can do it here? Just because this is the combined version? What? Who did this? But yeah. Then, again, you would have just to enjoy the game to its full. Let's just say you're buying it from Nintendo. 70 euros. Just the game. And 70 euros for the amiibos. So you can have everything. Because again, after 100%ing the game, what is the incentive to play further? Because there is basically none. You can drive around just a little bit and then you turn it off in 5 minutes, in 10 minutes, I don't know. Maybe you listen to the tracks once or twice and that's it. Just be honest to yourself. As much as I loved Expedition 33, after everything done in the game, after beating Simon, I've 100%ed the game and I never touched it again. Am I going to do that? Yeah, obviously. There's a DLC coming and it's for free for a game that does not cost 70 euros to enjoy the fullest. Oh no, sorry, 140 euros to enjoy everything in the game. But even then, Amazon here in Germany, they sold 3K plus just here on, again, the Amazon page for the Switch 2 version, and they sold 1K plus even cheaper here on Amazon for 52 euros. Just let that sink in. They are already selling the game cheaper than it should be. You can get the game, just buy the Switch 1 version here for 52 euros, or rather, wait for a bigger discount. Christmas is around the corner. Amazon will discount this even further, let me tell you. And then buy the 10 euro upgrade, or rather, buy the game, like me. I'm going to wait for, until it's on discount for about, I don't know, this game. At this point, with everything I've seen, I'm going to wait for a 20, 25 euro discount or so. And then I'm going to buy it. And then I'm going to emulate it. Just as simple as that. Why should I pay more for something that is not a full... It's not a full game at this point. Why? Wait, 100. Oh yeah, this is a game. I was just like, whoa, wait, why do the amiibos now cost 102 euros? Holy crap. But yeah, okay. This is ridiculous. Nintendo's greed is destroying everything. I do understand that Metroid, like Gundam Wing, is not the biggest thing in Japan, and that they themselves do not care that much about it. Again, like Gundam Wing, it is way bigger in the West, which to me is really sad because I really like Metroid Prime, and I would have hoped that they themselves in Nintendo HQ would care about it as much. But they don't care about us and their games for a while now. It's sad, but that's just the truth of it. It's so sad, man, that what happens here. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're here, please remember to do all the things that make the dings. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more video game news every day. And by that I of course mean like and subscribe, and if you want you can share this video with your friends, and please turn off YouTube's restricted mode. Otherwise, have a great day my friend, stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye, bye, bye.